Is the damage already done where the president's credibility is concerned on this issue? Joining us now to talk about it, retired U.S. Navy Captain Bob Wells, former National Security Advisor to Vice President Dick Cheney. Captain, good to see you. Thanks very much.
Good to see you, Greg.
President Obama said for months the NSA data collection program is good and justified, although he has been accused of failing to sell it to the American people. He doesn't really get out there and speak about it very much or defend it very much. And, you know, the polls show that people don't like it. So now, does it appear that the president is bowing to public sentiment?
I think it could be judged to be that way. I do think, though, that he has to really provide a better balance weighted toward the national security of the United States. I also think that he's not speaking as the president. He's speaking also as the commander-in-chief. And if you look at the original intent, especially in the wake of 9/11, of these national security programs, in order to find the needle in the haystack, to find that one critical piece of the puzzle that'll put it all together for us to have some defensive mechanism that could be put in place, either Homeland Security or Homeland Defense or even Armed Forces. He has to really look very carefully. I think he is, but I also think that I would weigh toward national security as opposed to just owning the entire report. And
you used a moment ago the word balanced. Over the summer, the president insisted, and these are his exact words, that he had struck the right balance between security and privacy concerns. Well, yesterday, our White House correspondent Ed Henry asked the president about that. Take a listen.
Is it another example of what Julie was getting at with this question of credibility with the American people, that just like on health care, you like your plan, you can keep it. On surveillance, you looked the American people in the eye 6 months ago and said, we've got the right balance. And 6 months later, you're saying, maybe not.
You know, when the president flips like that, does he lose credibility, especially on something so terribly important, and that is national security, the safety of every American?
I think the president has to have credibility on this particular issue. I'll leave the health care debate, that particular issue, as an important part of the credibility discussion. But I think looking at the president as not only the commander-in-chief, but the president of the United States, he's got a great national security staff. He's got intelligence agencies that really are duty-bound to keep the United States safe. As we say inside the armed forces, especially during enduring freedom after 9/11, it really does take a network to defeat a network. Our network has to be better, and I think the president cannot take the edge off our intelligence network. I think that balance has to be weighed, and he has to be credible, and he has to communicate, as you just mentioned, Greg, to the American people so that they understand what the balance is and not just go back to a pre-9/11 mindset.
Captain, I got a real quick answer here. I only have 30 seconds. New York Times editorial board today said it's disappointed in the president. They argue he should scrap the entire collection program. Are they wrong?
They're wrong. We need to hold on to it. People are still at war with the United States of America. Don't forget, it's not just a Homeland Defense or Homeland Security item. We use that information overseas. We use that with building partner capacity. We also use it in order to take a military response to a critical target.
Captain Bob Wells, as always, great to see you. Thanks so much for your insights.
Very good.
Thank you.
That does it for us. A healthy